All right, race number one. Oh, they're still doing a little bit of maintenance there, so be careful, guys. All right, Ben, Roderick, Joe, Anthony, Henry, and John, your drivers here in race number one. All right, we are racing tonight. We will be racing Friday, and we'll be racing off-road this Sunday. We got our Halloween Havoc race coming this Sunday. Could be an interesting format, heads-up qualifiers. And the plan is to do 3 rounds of qualifying. All right, if I can get all my truck guys out here, need a little help in the middle there.
Anthony Zachiglowski. Joe Colicchio.
All right, drivers in this one going to be Ben, Roderick, Joe, Anthony, Henry, and John. All right, we got marshals out here, got almost everybody on track. Henry, do you have a transponder? Okay, we'll have to check that out between rounds. Actually, if you can drive over to Ryan here, Ryan will help you out.
Henry Robinson. John Engelman.
All right, we got everybody checked in. Good stuff. All right, drivers, we're going to go live loop here for round number one. Oh, a little help. All right, now that we have that cleared up, give each other some room, guys. Oh, careful getting onto the straight, guys. Getting onto the straight. Be careful. All right, give each other some space. Give each other some space. Space it out. All right, folks, we're about to go live loop. When you cross the start-finish line, your time will begin. All right, everybody's on the clock here. Careful getting onto the back straight. That is clear. Got Anthony going 16-2, Joe 17, John going 16-8. Yeah, Ben going 15-6. And that'll be your fastest opening lap, Ben St. John. All right, we're 40 seconds in. Lap 2, Roderick going a 15-3. All right, 2 laps in the books for nearly everybody. Right now it's going to be Anthony, Ben, John, Joe, Roderick, and Henry. Your running order so far.
5 minutes left.
We're 1 minute in, drivers. Race for 6 whole minutes on Wednesday nights. A little extra track time here, midweek. Minute 15 down, 4:45 remains. The fast laps are getting faster. We got Roderick going 14-9, Anthony at 15-7, Ben going 15-6, Joe going 15-6. Minute 30 in, 3:30 left. It's a battle out front. This time around, let's see. Roderick 1.4 ahead of Ben. Ben 0.4 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 2 up on John. John 2.5 ahead of Joe. And Joe 5 ahead of Henry. Got minute 50 down, drivers. Roderick resetting fast time once again. 14.6.
4 minutes left.
All right, 4 down. Oh, sorry, 4 to go. 2 minutes down. Engelman now into the 15s, going 15.9. So Roderick's pace right now, 23.04. Got Ben 23.14. Anthony 23.15. John 22.05. Joe 21.02. Henry 19.07. 2:25 in, drivers. 3:35 to go. This time around, Roderick almost 4 seconds up on Anthony. Anthony 0.7 ahead of Ben. Ben 2 ahead of John. John 4 ahead of Joe. Yeah, 3:20 to go, drivers. This is race number 1 on track. 3:10 remains. Closest battle right now for the 2 spot. Ben versus Anthony. Half a second apart right now. Got 3 minutes down.
3 minutes left.
Roderick, Ben, Anthony, John, Joe, Henry, your full running order. All right, Roderick, 23.06, Ben, 22 flat, Anthony, also 22 flat. Careful in the last double. That's getting cleared up. Got 2:35 remaining. Roderick, 23.06, Anthony, 23.15. Ben 22 flat, Joe 22.11, John 22.11, and Henry going 19.04. Sounds like we got Foskett in the corner making engine noises. 3:50 down, 2:10 to go.
Two minutes left.
All right, Roderick 23.07, Anthony 22.01, Ben 22.01, Joe 22.15, John 22.16, Henry Anna 20.18. Got minute 45 remaining, drivers. Roderick currently 8 seconds up on Anthony. Anthony 1.6 ahead of Ben. Ben 7 ahead of Joe. Joe 6.2 ahead of John. John a lap up on Henry. We got minute 20 to go, drivers. Fast lap still being held down by Roderick. 14.6. Only car in the 14s right now. Everybody else about mid-15s. Got 5 minutes down.
1 minute left.
Roderick, Anthony, Ben, Joe, John, Henry, your full order here. 50 seconds remain. $40 seconds to go, drivers. $30 seconds left. Closest battle. Anthony and Ben, 2 seconds apart. They're about 4 seconds ahead of Joe. That's 2, 3, and 4 on the leaderboard. 15 seconds remain, drivers. Anthony going 15.5 that time by. Careful, last double, guys. Last double. Be careful.
Roderick McLeod done. Anthony Zachiglowski done. John Engelman done. Joe Colicchio done. Ben St. John done.
One more car, guys. One more car. And that will be a race.
All drivers are finished.
Roderick going
Henry Robinson
23.02, Ben 22.04, Anthony 22.06, Joe 22.08, John 21.02, and Henry 20.11.
The race is completed.
All right, folks, race number 2 going to be James Ryan Jordan, John Patrick Bryan. Most of you guys will be racing together in truck later on. You're either going to become very good friends or get very tired of each other.
John Milio.
Maybe a combination of both.
James Colicchio.
All right, this is race number 2. Race 2 of Buggy. All right, got turn marshals making their way to spots. All right, thank you guys
Rice
for being
Gates.
prompt.
Ryan R. Randall. Jordan Rivera.
All right, got one more car on the way, one more car. All right, folks, we're about to go live loop.
Patrick Brill.
All right, best of luck, drivers. Careful on the left, careful on the left. Oh, take it easy. 20 seconds in. Got BG opening up 14-9. All right, 35 seconds down. BG 14-4 that time around, putting them out front. All right, 2 laps into the race. That remains the fastest lap so far. 45 seconds down. BG even quicker this time around. 14-2. Yes, it's true. So Brian Gross currently on a 25.03 for pace.
5
Matt
minutes
Patrick
left.
24.03, Ryan 24.05, John 24.12, James 23.04, Jordan at 21 at the moment. Yeah, we're just past a minute down. James going 14.4 last lap. Jordan going 14.7, Brian now a 14.1. He's having fun. All right, drivers, 130 down, 430 left. .140 in. Brian Gross, 14.0. His pace now on the verge of a 26-lapper. Another 14.0 will put him there. So Brian now 26.13. Ryan 24 flat. James 24.09. Patrick 23.04. John 23.05. Jordan 23.07.
4 minutes left.
So BG scoring a couple of 14.0s in this one. Got Ryan going 14.5. James a 14.4. John 15.1. Patrick 15.0. Jordan 14.5. 3:45 remaining, drivers. Careful on the left side. Careful at the martini glass on the landing. All right, we're getting cleared up here. 230 down, 330 left. All right, 245 down, 315 to go. Careful back straight, that's clear. 3 minutes down.
3 minutes left.
BG out front, 26-13. Ryan going 24 flat. Jordan 24-10. John 23-04. Patrick 22 flat. James 22-07. Got 2:45 remaining now. This is race number 2 on track. BG looking to put down a 26 lap run possibly. Got 3:30 down, 2:30 to go. Brian 8 seconds up on Ryan. Ryan 3.5 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 9.3 ahead of John. John 3.4 ahead of Patrick. Patrick 2.5 ahead of James. Jordan Rabarra scoring new fast lap, 13.9.
2 minutes left.
4 minutes deep. Got BG 13 ahead of Jordan at this junction of the race. Jordan 1.7 ahead of Ryan. Now Ryan 8.5 ahead of John. John 3 ahead of Patrick. Patrick 3.6 ahead of James. Minute 40 remains, drivers. BG on the verge of a 26, teetering back and forth between 26.13 and 25 flat. Yeah, Jordan 24.04, Ryan 24.06, John 23.06, Patrick 23.09, James 23.13. A minute 15 remains, drivers, 75 seconds to go. $1:05 remaining. We are now 5 minutes in.
1 minute left.
BG 25 flat, Jordan 24.04, Ryan also 24.04, Patrick 23.08, John 23.10, James also 23.10. Couple of battles going down here. Jordan versus Ryan, Patrick versus James and John. 35 seconds remaining here. So this time as they cross, Jordan 1.2 ahead of Ryan. James now 3 ahead of John. John 2.5 ahead of Patrick. 25 seconds left. Ah, 5 seconds remaining, drivers.
Jordan Rivera done. Rice cakes done. Ryan R. Randall done. James Colicchio done.
2 more.
John Milio done.
Uno más. And that'll be a race, guys.
Finished.
BG going
Patrick
25.03, Jordan 24 flat, Ryan 24.03, James 23.10, John 23.12, Patrick 23.14.
The race is completed.
All right, folks, we are now moving into race number 3. That will be Jeff George Lucas, Kevin Art Nelson, and maybe Julian.
Too soon, Junior.
Okay, if I can get my drivers from the previous group to come on out and marshal. Don't worry, I'll give you guys a minute before truck.
Lucas Sichiglowski. AJ Cardinale. George Lynn. Kevin Allen. Nelson B.
Hey, Julian, you don't happen to have a battery charge, do you? Darn. Julian, would you like a battery? I know it's a little sudden, a little abrupt. Okay. So this is the last heat of buggy right now. I got heat of truck next. Okay. Okay. What's that? All right, folks, we are going racing. Careful at the last double, guys. That is clear. Cool thing, it happened before it counts. What happens before the line stays before the line. They say that about other things and places, but I'm not sure I agree. All right, fastest opening lap goes to Kevin Allen out of 14.2. All right, these guys are working on lap number 2. Down the back straight. There you go. All right, so it's Kevin out front, followed by Art, Lucas, George, Nelson, Jeff. Everybody in the 14s. And George dipping his toes in the 13s that time around. A minute 15 down now, 4:45 remaining. George going 13.5 that time by. I'll put his pace to a 25.06 at the moment. Got Kevin 25.08, Art 25.14, Lucas 24.04, Jeff 24.13, and Nelson 23 flat. Eight, 1, 7, 8. All right, 145 down. 4:15 remains. George, Kevin, Art, Lucas, Jeff, and Nelson, your current running order. So George currently 26.13 in the works.
Left.
Yeah, Kevin 25.07, Art 24.01, Jeff 24.05, Lucas 24.05 as well, and Nelson now 24.07. Fast lap, George Lynn 13.5. Yeah, Kevin 14.2, Art 14.7, Jeff 14.5, Lucas 14.5, Nelson 14.6. 2:30 in, 3:30 remains. Yeah, 2:45 down, 3:15 remaining. George 3.5 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 3.7 ahead of Art. Art 1 second ahead of Lucas. Things changing around a bit here.
3 minutes left.
So now, with 3 minutes to go, it's George 4.8 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 4.8 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.06 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 0.1 ahead of Nelson. And those guys 0.6 ahead of Art. Very close here. Our mid-pack, 3, 4, 5, 6, all within about maybe a second and a half. Yeah, 3:25 down, 2:35 remaining. Careful, last double, guys. 2:30 remains. Yeah, George 26.11, Kevin 24 flat, Nelson 24.02, Art 24.05, Jeff 24.06, and Lucas 24.07. 2:10 remaining. This is race number 3 on track. We got truck up next. Give you guys a moment.
2 minutes left.
4 down, 2 to go. George, Kevin, Nelson, Jeff, Art, Lucas, your current running order. George has a pretty good size lead here. But we got Kevin 1.8 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 1.6 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.6 ahead of Art. Art 1 second up on Lucas. Minute 35 remains. 95 seconds left. Careful up front, guys. Front chicane. Minute 30 to go, drivers. Minute 20. George still on a 26-lap pace, 26:08. Looking great. .105 remaining here. We are now 5 minutes in.
1 minute left.
George, 15 seconds up on the field. Got Kevin 1.2 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 4.9 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.8 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 3 seconds up on Art. 45 seconds remain. Race leader driving that orange ride. Second place going to be the white and yellow fellow. 30 seconds to go. Final pace check got George at 26:07. Kevin 25:12. Nelson 25:13. They're just 7/10 apart. Jeff 24:03. Lucas 24:06. And Art 24:08. 10 seconds remaining. Closest battle here, Kevin and Nelson. Time is about to expire here. Keep going, drivers. So heading into the final lap, Kevin 6/10 up on Nelson.
George Lynn done. Lucas Zachiglowski done. AJ Cardinale done. Kevin Allen done.
All right,
Nelson
that
B
will
done.
be a race,
All
drivers.
drivers are finished.
George going
Too soon, Junior
26:07.
done.
Kevin 25:11. Nelson 25:11. Jeff 24:01. Lucas 24:05. Art 24:08. All right, folks, I'll need you to put your buggies down. Come on out and turn, Marshall. Up next is truck. All right, got Anthony out there, professional buggy handler. All right, we got truck coming up in just a minute.
The race is completed.
Jordan, Brian, James, Ryan, and Patrick. If anybody else has a truck they want to throw down, feel free to do so at this time. All right, looks like Dave and Andrew have arrived. Unless Andrew drove himself.
Patrick Brill. Rice cakes.
So we will take a little break here between rounds.
James Colicchio.
Andrew, oh, there's Dad, okay. So Dave, I'll put you in race number 1 for buggy. Andrew, you'll be race number 2. And then if you, either of you guys, both of you guys want to run truck, that'll be race number 4.
Jordan Rivera.
All right, we got marshals out here. Thank you, guys. Yeah, no check on Ryan. I'll hand count you for this one. Yeah, if you got no transponder, we'll hand count you for this one. I only got 10 fingers, though. If it's quick, Yeah, I can hand count you. Yeah. Okay, sure. So, hey, we're going to give Andrew a moment. So, yeah, Ryan, let's get a transponder in that ride. Might as well. All right, just taking a moment here. get Andrew up in this one, get Ryan all equipped. Can you do a backflip? Yeah. Doink.
Andrew Newell.
All right. Well, we got our trucks.
Ryan R. Randall.
Here we go. All right, folks, we are going racing. All right, looks like your fastest opening lap goes to James Colicchio out of 14.9. Got 40 seconds in now. So 2 laps in the books. We got BG out front, followed by James, Jordan, Patrick, Ryan, and Andrew. Fast lap so far. BG going 14.8. Got 14.9 from James and Jordan.
5 minutes left.
We're just 1 minute in. All right, BG now progresses to a 14.7. That puts his pace at a 24.04. Got Jordan 24.08, Patrick 24.09, James 24.13, Ryan 23.15, and Andrew 21.07. At minute 25 in, 4:35 remaining. All right, BG going 14.6. Minute 40 down. And you're a race leader. Driving that darker truck, dark blue with some green and orange on it. All right, we got about 2 minutes down, drivers.
4 minutes left.
Jordan Rivera, a new fast lap, 14.5, looking alive. So Jordan now taking over the top spot, 24.04, Brian 24.05, Patrick 24.07, Ryan 23.13, Andrew 22.07, James 22.15. Got 3:40 remaining, drivers. And top 3 trucks all within about 1.2 seconds. The BG taking it back. All right, 2:45 down, 3:15 remaining. BG half a second ahead of Jordan. Jordan 2.1 ahead of Patrick. Patrick 9 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 1.4 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 4.2 ahead of James. So BG's truck,
3 minutes
the
left.
darker colored one with some orange, some green, maybe a little red on the nose. What it kind of reminds me of is when a young child gets into their mom's makeup. It's the kind of vibe I'm getting from BG's paint job. We got 2:40 to go, drivers. So, BG, JR, that's Jordan Rabara battling for the top spot. They're about a tenth of a second apart at this junction of the race. And now it's going to be Rabara 4/10 ahead. So Jordan 24:03, Brian 24:04. Yeah, Patrick 23:12, Ryan 23:14, Andrew also 23:14, James on 21:01. Yeah, 4 minutes down,
left.
2 minutes remaining. This time around, Jordan Rabara now 5.9 seconds ahead of BG. BG 11 up on Patrick. Patrick half a second up on Andrew. Andrew 3.8 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 11 up on James. Minute 35 remaining, drivers. This is the final race of round number 1. $120 to go. We're approaching a minute to go, drivers. Jordan now 6 seconds ahead. BG going 14.5 that time around.
1 minute left.
You heard the man, 1 minute left. Jordan 24:02, Brian 24:09, Patrick 23:09, Andrew 23:10, Ryan 23:16, James 22:12. 45 seconds to go, drivers. BG going 14.3 last time by. Jordan responds to 14.5. Brian responds with the 14.4. That keeps the gap about 5 seconds between those two drivers. 25 seconds left. $15 seconds. Keep on going, drivers. Don't stop early. Andrew Knoll going 14.9. Backing it up with a 15.2. He's up to the 3 spot.
Jordan Rabara done. Rice Cakes done. James Colicchio done. Andrew Knoll done. Patrick Brill done.
One more. Pink truck still alive. And that will be a race, drivers. Jordan going 24:01. Brian 24:06, Andrew 23:06, Patrick 23:09, Ryan 23:16, and James 22:07.
The race is completed.
All right, folks, we'll get round 2 started. 7:15, 7:15, 7:15, guys. Round 2, 7:15. All right, folks, so I'm going to start calling up race number 1 in about 5 minutes. Race number 1, Roderick, Ben, Anthony, Joe, John, Henry, and David.
Ben St. John. Roderick McLeod.
All right, about 2 minutes to race time, so I'll start calling you guys up. Race number 1, Roderick, Ben, Anthony, Joe, John, Henry, and David. They tried. That's usually what happens when I try to flip over a car with my car too. I don't have very good luck with it. Yeah. 10 lap penalty. All right, race number 1. Turn marshals will be truck.
John Engelman. Anthony Zachiglowski. Henry Robinson. David Newell.
Oh, we need a little help at the martini glass. Can I get all my truck drivers out here, please?
Joe Colicchio.
All right, We got our marshals on track. We are. Got one more marshal on the way. Oh, no, actually, he's going to help out Anthony a bit here. Oh, he's putting in the super secret speed something. He made your car faster, Anthony. All right, guys, our starting lineup is going to be Roderick 1, Ben 2, Anthony 3, Joe 4, John 5, Henry 6, David 7. All right, folks, it's going to be, well, Roderick, can I get you to back up a little, please? You're tripping off the line. No. Be one at a time. All right, Roderick, up. Move back, Roderick. You're tripping off the line. It's not heads up start. You're going one at a time. All right, Roderick. And Ben. Okay, Anthony. Joe. John. Henry. And David. All right, fastest opening lap goes to one more car. Goes to Roger McLeod, going 15.5. Backing it up with a 14.6. Most of these guys working on lap number 2. A few of them on lap number 3 already. Careful, last double, guys. Final double on the left. That is clear. 50 seconds in. Whoa. I didn't see it, but I heard it. 1 minute in.
5 minutes left.
Right now it's Anthony out front, followed by Roderick, Joe, David, John, Ben, and Henry. Careful back straight, guys. Back straight. Be careful on the back straight. That is clear. All right, Roderick McLeod back out front, driving the yellow car with the red stripes. I mean a literal red stripe, not the beer. Yeah, Anthony in the 2 spot, driving the green and pink. Looking like a watermelon out there. Got Joe in the 3 spot, a little bobble there. But Andrew quick with the marshal. 145 down, 4:15 to go. Anthony, Roderick, Joe, David, Ben, John, and Henry, your current running order here. All right, folks, we got about 2 minutes down.
4 minutes left.
So Anthony's pace currently at 23:13. Got Roderick 22:09, David 22:11, Ben 21:02, Joe 21:02, John 20:06, and Henry 20:13. Got 2:15 down, 3:45 remaining. $3:35 to go. See where they stand as they cross line this time around. Anthony 2.4 ahead of Roderick. Roderick 1.3 ahead of Dave. Dave 3.4 up on Ben. Ben 0.05 ahead of Joe. Joe 8 seconds up on John. John 0.6 of a second ahead of Henry. Yeah, 3:15 remaining here. And Roderick taking back the top spot. We got 3 minutes down, drivers.
3 minutes left.
Roderick now 2 seconds up on Anthony. Anthony 0.01 ahead of Dave. Got Dave now 3.8 ahead of Joe. Joe 0.3 ahead of Ben. 2:45 remains. Roderick's pace now 23:15. Anthony 22:01. David 22:02. Joe 22:10. Ben 22:12. John 21:13. Henry 20:03. Got 2:30 left, drivers. 2.5 minutes to go. And it's super close between our top 2 cars this time by the line. Anthony and Roderick, 0.078 apart from each other. Getting close to that 2-minute marker. Yeah, 4 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Roderick currently 8/10 up on Anthony. Careful on the back straight, back straight. That is clear. Minute 50 to go. Roderick 1.4 up on Anthony. Anthony 6 ahead of Dave. Dave 3.1 ahead of Ben. Ben 2.8 ahead of Joe. Joe 9.3 ahead of John. John 7.7 ahead of Henry. A minute 35 to go. All right, 90 seconds remain. Roderick out front. Minute 15 remaining, 75 seconds to go. Roderick 23:07, Anthony 23:13, David 22:04, Ben 22:10, Joe 22:11, John 21:13, Henry 20:06.
1 minute left.
1 minute to go. Well, Roderick now holding down a 9-second lead. Anthony just 0.06 ahead of Dave. It's our closest battle on track, 2 and 3. David Nola and Anthony doing battle. Careful up front. That is clear. 35 seconds remain. Noah and Siglowski doing battle here. 0.8 of a second's the differential. Down to 0.3 of a second between those two drivers. 20 seconds remain. All right, it's time by David and Anthony. 1 second apart in favor of Dave. Careful, last double, guys. That is clear. Time's about to expire. Keep going, don't stop until the computer says your name.
Anthony Zachiglowski done.
Gonna be close here at the end.
Joe Colicchio done. David Newell done. Ben St. John done. Henry Robinson
And that will be a race.
All drivers are finished. John Engelman done.
We got Roderick going 23:08, David at 22:01.4, Anthony 22:01.9, Joe 22:07, Ben 22:15, John 21:13, Henry at 20:05.
The race is completed.
Okay, race number 2. These guys just got done marshaling. Give them a moment.
John Milio. James Colicchio. Rice cakes. Patrick Brill. Ryan R. Randall.
In case you guys haven't heard the news yet, Strike next door is closing down. Their last day of operation looks to be Halloween.
Jordan Rivera.
Yeah, now we're going to have to drink Corona at the track. Now we're going to have to drink Corona at the track. Okay, fair enough. Hey, we got you in truck. All right, guys, starting order is going to be Brian, Jordan, Ryan, James, John, and Patrick. We're going to go with Brian on the tone. Jordan, Ryan, James, John, and Patrick. All right, good teamwork there, guys. Got BG opening this race up at 14-0. Brian out front. James going 14-2 that time by. So right now, Brian and James .042 apart. Got Jordan in the 3, followed by Ryan, John, and Patrick. 59 seconds down.
5 minutes left.
Trouble for your leader. BG having a little bobble that time around. We'll see how that affects the running order. So right now it's Ryan Randall out front. He's 2 seconds ahead of Brian. Brian and James having a battle right now, just 1/10 of a second apart. Got Jordan 8/10 back. John 2.3 behind Jordan. Patrick 3 seconds behind John. Minute 40 down. Fast lap still being held down by BG at a 14-0. There we go. BG 13-9. I was about to say I can do a 14-0 with my 21-5. Let's see some 13s. 2 minutes down,
4
drivers.
minutes left.
Got Ryan Randall out front, 25.08. Brian 25.10. Jordan 24.02. James 24.14. John 23.03. Patrick 22 flat. So Ryan currently 1.2 ahead of Brian. Brian 1.8 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 5.7 ahead of John. John 4.5 ahead of James. James 0.1 ahead of Patrick. Got 3:25 remaining, drivers. .245 down, 3:15 to go. This time by Ryan just 0.4 ahead of Brian. Brian 2 seconds up on Jordan. Jordan 8 up on John. John 2 up on James.
3 minutes left.
3 down, 3 to go. This time around, BG taking over the top spot. 25.09 now the pace. Ryan 25.10, Jordan 25.14. John 23 flat, James 23.08, and Patrick 23.10. 2:40 remaining. Careful on the left. Thank you, sir. 2:30 to go. All right, 2:20 to go. Yeah, 2:05 remaining here. BG 3 seconds up on Ryan.
2 minutes left.
Ryan 0.8 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 7 up on John. John 5 ahead of Patrick. Patrick 2.7 ahead of James. Got a minute 50 to go here. Careful landing a martini glass, guys. That is clear. The BG now 25.08. We got one out of the park. Our first home run of the night. Careful getting onto the straight. It is clear. Minute 30 remaining, 90 seconds left. BG 25.07, Jordan 25.14, Ryan 24 flat, Patrick 23.04, John 23.09, James 23.15. say pace is looking good in this one. Everybody in the 14s. Got BG in the 13s.
1 minute left.
$55 remain. Yeah, BG now 6 seconds ahead of Jordan. Jordan 2.2 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 13 up on Patrick. Patrick 4 ahead of John. John 5.3 ahead of James. Got Jordan going 14.2 that time around. 30 seconds remain, drivers. $15 seconds remain. Five seconds left.
Rice cakes done. Patrick Brill done. Jordan Rivera done. John Milio done. James Colicchio done.
And that will be a
All
race,
drivers
guys.
are
BG
finished.
going
Ryan R. Randall
25.05. Jordan at 25.14. Ryan 25.17. Patrick 23 flat. John 23.11. James 23.13. Okay, drivers,
The
it
race
is
is
now
completed.
time for race number 3. That one's going to be George, Kevin Nelson, Jeff, Lucas, Art, and Julian.
AJ Cardinale. George Lynn. Lucas Sichiglowski.
Anthony, can you put him back on track, please? Thank you, thank you.
Kevin Allen. Nelson B. Too Soon Jr.
Julian, are you racing buggy tonight or just truck? This is the final qualifier of buggy right now. All right. Give Julian a lap here, guys. All right, so when we get to the racing action, our starting order is going to be George 1. Come on, computer.
Julian Taylor.
George 1, Kevin 2, Nelson 3, Jeff 4, Lucas 5, Art 6, Julian 7. All right, guys, we're going George on the tone. Kevin, Nelson, Jeff, Lucas, Art, Julian. All right, George Lynn going fastest opening lap, 14.3, Kevin 14.5. Everybody else in the 15s right now. Lap 2 looking to be a different story, however. George Lynn going 13.7, Kevin another 14.5. Nelson going 14.4. Jeff 14.7. Julian 15.0. Art 15.3. Lucas 15.1. Yeah, 50 seconds in. We are now 1 minute down.
5 minutes left.
So George 2.7 ahead of Kevin. Kevin half. George now 2.2 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.4 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1 second ahead of Jeff. Jeff 1.4 ahead of Julian. Julian 0.06 ahead of Art. And those guys 0.6 ahead of Lucas. Minute 20 down, 4:40 left. George, Nelson, Kevin, Jeff, Julian, Art, and Lucas, your full running order so far. Yeah, George, 26.04 for pace so far. Kevin, 25.03. Nelson, 25.06. Jeff, 25.09. Julian, 24.02. Art, 24.05. Lucas, 23.01.
Four minutes left.
2 down, 4 to go. Right now it's George out front. Almost 4 seconds up on Kevin. Kevin 0.8 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.8 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 2 ahead of Julian. Julian 1.8 ahead of Art. And Art 2.8 ahead of Lucas. 3:40 to go, drivers. Race leader 26.07 for pace. Kevin 25.03, Nelson 25.05, Jeff 25.09, Julian 25.14, Art 24.05, Lucas 24.12. George going 13.7, that pass. Yeah, 3:15 remaining, drivers. George, Kevin, Nelson, Jeff, Julian, Art, Lucas. 3 down.
3 minutes left.
George now 6.5 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.08 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 1 second ahead of Jeff. Jeff 2.5 ahead of Julian. Julian 3.1 ahead of Art. Art 2.9 ahead of Lucas. Closest battle, 2, 3, and 4. George going another 13.7 that time by. 2:35 remaining. Got 2:15 to go, drivers. All right, 4 minutes in.
2 minutes left.
Yeah, George 26.04, Kevin 25.06, Nelson also 25.06. Got Jeff 25.09, Art 24.03, Julian 24.03, and Lucas 24.08. 1:45 remaining, drivers. George now 7.3 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.003 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 1.7 up on Jeff. Jeff 5.8 ahead of Art. Art 0.1 ahead of Julian. Julian 4 seconds ahead of Lucas. 1:25 remaining. Minute 15 remains. All right, drivers got 5 minutes down.
1 minute left.
George 26.10, Kevin 25.06, Nelson 25.08, Jeff 25.10, Julian 24.04, Art 24.09, Lucas 24.13. 45 seconds left. Closest battle right now, Kevin and Nelson, 0.9 of a second apart. They find themselves about 2.5 seconds ahead of Jeff. That's for 2, 3, and 4. 30 seconds remain. Careful getting onto the back straight. That is clear. 20 seconds remaining. 10 seconds left. Time has expired. Keep going, drivers. Keep going.
Kevin Allen done. Nelson B. done. Julian Taylor done. George Lynn done. Too Soon Jr. done. AJ Cardinale done. All drivers are finished.
All right, George Lynn going
Lucas
26-13. Kevin
race is
prevailing in the
completed.
battle by 2/10, going 25.06 flat. Nelson going 25.06.3. Jeff going 25.10. Julian 24.03. Art 24.08. And Lucas 24.14. All right, we'll give our truck guys a moment. They just got done turn marshaling.
James Colicchio. Patrick Brill. Andrew Newell. Rice Cakes. Ryan R. Randall.
All right, this is our truck category. We're
Jordan
racing
Rivera.
trucks here on a Wednesday night. All right, folks. Our starting lineup is going to be Jordan 1, Brian 2, Andrew 3, Patrick 4, Ryan 5, James 6, and Julian. All right, we got Mr. Knoll out there double checking his work. Guaranteed.
Julian Taylor.
Oh. Not good? Can you make it good in like 30 seconds, a minute? All right, one sec, guys, one sec. That was cool. If you time it just right with the throttle application, you can actually do backflips off that wall. Like once you get just past the concave, goose it. A little monster trucking. Whoa. All right, so just as your truck's about to go vertical, hit the gas and it'll flip. Hopefully. If you do it right. Well, I was doing it with a buggy, so. Oh, geez. And maybe the trucks won't flip. I don't know. You have to launch them pretty high. Sounds like a recipe for broken trucks. Julian. Let's see. Is Julian going to make it? Okay, cool, cool. Looks like Jordan found the oval. All right, we're bodying up. All right. So our starting order for truck will be Jordan, Brian, Andrew, Patrick, Ryan, James, Julian. All right, folks, we're going racing with Jordan on the tone. Brian, Andrew, Patrick, Ryan, James, Julian. We got 20 seconds down. Jordan Urbara opens this one up at 15-0. Careful, last double, guys, last double. All right, it is going to be Jordan Urbara out front. 24:02 so far for pace. BG 23:02, Andrew 23:10, James at 21:14, Ryan 20:17, Patrick 19:08. 1 minute down.
5 minutes left.
5 minutes left. BG taking fast lap 14:3. So currently Jordan 1.3 ahead of Brian. Brian 1.7 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 5 ahead of James. James 1.2 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 3 ahead of Patrick. Minute 25 down, 4:35 to go. Jordan Urbara going 14:2. New fast lap. I'll put him about 4 seconds out of Brian. Now minute 45 down, 4:15 to go. Jordan 25:09, Brian 24:12, Andrew 23:01, Ryan 22-14, James 21-16, Patrick now 21-10. Careful on the back straight, guys. Back straight. Go inside. Go inside.
4 minutes left.
2:05 down. 3:55 remains. Jordan now 3.5 seconds ahead of Brian. Brian 3 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 12 ahead of Patrick. Patrick 1 ahead of Ryan. And Ryan 11 up on James. Got 3:40 to go, drivers. Oh, got one down. Last double, guys. Careful in the last double. Last double. Last double. Last double, guys. That is clear. 3:25 remaining. Oh, Jordan now just 0.4 ahead of Brian. Brian 6.8 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 11 up on Ryan. Ryan 7.5 ahead of Patrick. Patrick 7.9 ahead of James. Got 3:05 to go, drivers.
3 minutes left.
God, Jordan 24:01 now, the pace. Oh, back corner. Careful getting onto the straight, guys. Go inside. That is clear. 2:40 remaining. So this time by Jordan 24 flat, Brian 24:10, Andrew 23:04, Ryan 22:08, Patrick 21:07, James 20:08. Got 2:25 remaining, drivers. Rabara up by 5.4. Gross 5.6 ahead of Noel. Noel 11 up on Randall. Randall 8.9 ahead of Brill. And Brill 11 up on Colicchio. Four minutes in.
2 minutes left.
Jordan, Brian, Andrew, Ryan, Patrick, James. Minute 50 remaining. All right, a minute 40 remaining. Minute 25 to go. Jordan 24:01, Brian 24:07, Andrew 23:05, Ryan 22:01, Patrick 22:11, James 20:01. Got a minute 15 to go here, drivers. 75 seconds left. Jordan currently 4.7 ahead of Brian. Brian 10 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 9.6 up on Ryan. Ryan 7.1 up on
1 minute
Patrick.
left.
Patrick a lap up on James. 55 seconds to go, drivers. Got 45 seconds left. And Jordan on the verge of a 25 lapper, 24 flat .1. 30 seconds to go. Closest battle right now. Well, looks to be Ryan and Patrick, 4 and 5. They're about 3.5 seconds apart now. 15 seconds remain. Careful on that last double, guys. Last double on the left. Be careful. All right, folks, 5 seconds left. Keep on going. Keep going.
Jordan Rivera done. Andrew Newell done. Rice Cakes done. Ryan R. Randall done.
And
Patrick
that
Royal
will
done.
be a race, drivers.
All drivers
Jordan
are
going
finished.
24
James
flat.
Colicchio done.
Brian 24:04. Andrew 23:01. Ryan 22:01. Patrick 22:04. James 20:03. Okay, folks,
The
I'll get the
race
main
is
event
completed.
sorted out. And I'll get back to you in a few minutes. Okay, folks. So the way the math's out tonight, we're gonna do 8 car mains, 2 bump ups from each lower main. So race number 1 is gonna be James, John, David, Anthony, Ben, Joe, John, and Henry. Race number 2 currently is Ryan, Julian, Lucas, Art, Patrick, Roderick. And race number 3 are A-Man and Buggy, George, Brian, Kevin, Nelson, Jeff, and Jordan. So we'll take 2 cars from each lower main. Top 2 will progress. And we'll get started about 8:10. All right, folks, it is about that time. We're going to start calling up the C main event. Our C main event is going to be James, John, David, Anthony, Ben, Joe, John, and Henry. Turn marshals will be my truck group. Back straightaway. Careful on the back straight, guys. Right. Get our truck guys out here to marshal.
John Engelman.
Our C-main event on track. Top two finishers in this one get to keep on racing.
Ben St. John. John Milio. David Newell.
Henry, you want to give it a try? Cool.
Henry Robinson.
All right, folks, our starting lineup is going to be James on the 1, John 2, David 3, Anthony 4, Ben 5, Joe 6, John 7, Henry 8. Be number 8, the Ocho. All right, folks, grid is set. Drivers, best of luck. We're going racing. Less than 5. All right, folks, we are off to the races. Got John Milio taking over that top spot. Careful getting onto the back straight. All right, John out front, James right behind him. We got Dave in the 3 spot, followed by Anthony and Ben. Yeah, 35 seconds down, 5:25 to go. Fastest lap so far, James going 14.8. "45 seconds in, 5:15 remaining. "55 seconds in, 5:05 to go. Right now it's John, James, David, Anthony, Ben, Joe, John, Henry.
5 minutes left.
John going 14.9 there. He is half a second ahead of James. James just 3.7 ahead of Dave. Careful, back straight, go low. Back straight, go low. All right, that is clear. 4:45 to go. See, catch back up with your race leader. Over the martini glass he goes. So it's John, James, David, Ben, John, Anthony, Joe. Careful up front, careful up front, careful on the back straight, guys. Go wide on the back straight. That is clear. Minute 35 in, 4:25 remains. And David Knoll now moving into the 2 spot. So John now 4.5 ahead of Dave. Dave 1.2 ahead of James last time by at the stripe. This time around, gap is down to 0.5. And James now taking back the 2.
4 minutes left.
David in the 3, followed by Ben, Anthony, John, Joe. 3:55 remaining. So John Melio now finds himself 4 seconds ahead of James. James 3.3 ahead of Dave. Dave 12 up on Ben. Ben half a second ahead of Anthony, who's half a second ahead of John. Good battle there, 4, 5, and 6. Ben, Anthony, and John. We got 3:25 remaining, drivers. All right, that pink and blue is second place coming through. Actually, first place now coming through traffic. Second place is going to be the orange and white with the blue trim. So if you see those guys, just give them a little room. Got 3 minutes down, drivers. 3 minutes left.
3 minutes left.
Top 2 separated by less than 1 second. They're making their way through that front chicane, through the rollers, to the final double. Down the back straight they go. This time by James, 1 second ahead of John. John 3.6 ahead of Dave this time by. Yeah, 2:35 remaining. James, John, David, Anthony, John, Ben, and Joe, your remaining contestants. $2.25 to go. Leaders down the back straight. James going 14.6 that time around. I'll put him 1.4 ahead of John. John now 4 seconds up on Dave. Dave 15 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 2 ahead of John. John, oh, back straight, guys. Careful on the back straight.
2 minutes left.
So John 1 second ahead of Ben, and Ben 8 seconds up on Joe. Minute 55 to go. James Colicchio now 3.2 seconds ahead. All right, 1:40 remaining. Careful on the back straight. That is clear. Marshall gets there before second place does. 1:30 to go, drivers. 90 seconds left. James now 4 seconds ahead of John. John 3.8 ahead of Dave. Dave 16 ahead of Anthony. Anthony 2.8 ahead of Ben. Ben 5 seconds ahead of John. John now 12 seconds ahead of Joe. 1:10 to go, drivers. 70 seconds remain. 5 minutes in.
1 minute left.
James, John, David, Anthony, Ben, John, and Joe. And gap between James and John getting slimmer. Down to 0.6 at the stripe. Oh, John going a little wide there. 40 seconds left. This time by James 3 ahead of John. When Dave crosses, we'll have that split time. 5.9 between John and David. 25 seconds to go. Another close battle going to be Ben and John. That is going to be the green versus the orange and blue. Down the back straight, those two drivers go. 10 seconds remain. Oh, a little trouble for your leader. Time has expired,
David
so
well
race
done.
to the line. David
Anthony
got caught.
Zachiglowski done.
So it's going to be James and John going to the
Ben St. John
B
done.
main event.
John Engelman done. James Colicchio done. John
That'll be a
Millian
race,
done.
guys. That'll be a race. James and John, get ready for the next race. Podium for this one going to be Dave, Anthony, and Ben. Dave, Anthony, Ben, please grab your cars and head to the podium.
The race is completed.
All right, our B group coming up here. B group tonight is going to be Ryan, Julian, Lucas, Art, Patrick, Roderick, James, and John. Top
AJ
two of this
Cardinale.
one going on to the A main event.
John Milio. Lucas Zachiglowski. Julian Taylor. Patrick Brill. James Colicchio.
All right, I may need some turn marshals out here.
Roderick McLeod. Ryan R. Randall.
All right, looks like I got most of my marshals out here. Line up for this one, we're going to put Ryan on the 1 spot, Julian 2, Lucas 3, Art 4, Patrick 5, Roderick 6, James 7, John 8. What's up, Buggy? Say hi. All right, folks, grid is set, drivers ready. Best of luck, going racing. Here we go. Oh, a couple tumbles there. Oh, man, big pile up. We got Ryan out front, Lucas in the 2 spot. James up to the 3, followed by Art. 30 seconds down. All right, race leader Ryan Randall. Driving the pink and white blue trim. Second place, right now going to be Lucas driving the purple and lilac. Lucas setting fast time there, 14.4. 55 seconds in.
5 minutes left.
So Ryan Randall now 2 seconds ahead of Lucas. Lucas is 2.8 ahead of James. James 1.7 up on Art. Art 1 second ahead of Julian. Julian is 3.6 ahead of John. John 0.7 ahead of Patrick, who's 0.6 ahead of Roderick. All right, race leader approaching traffic already. So that's going to be pink and white. Second place is going to be lilac purple. Third place car going to be the pink and blue. 140 down, drivers. Ryan almost 2 seconds ahead of Lucas. Lear getting stuck on some traffic here. So race leader, the pink and white blue trim. Second place can be purple and lilac. Let those guys
4 minutes
through.
left.
2 minutes in, 4 minutes to go. Back straight, back straight. It is clear. Thank you, sir. We got 3:50 to go. So Ryan, 1.6. Careful on the left, guys. Wow. Quite the footwork there. Good job, John. Yeah, 3:35 remaining. Ryan, 1.6 ahead of Lucas. Lucas, 3.6 ahead of Art. Careful in that back left corner. That is clear. 3:20 to go. Ryan, 2 ahead of Lucas. Lucas, 5 ahead of Julian. Julian, 2.3 ahead of James. James, 1.5 ahead of Art. Art, 1.2 ahead of Roderick. Roderick, 5 ahead of Patrick. Patrick, 6 ahead of John. We are coming up on 3 minutes down.
3 minutes left.
All right, race leader in the front chicane. Pink and white with the blue trim. That is your race leader. Second place can be the lilac purple. 2:40 to go, drivers. Got Ryan now 1.9 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 5.8 ahead of Julian. Julian 4 seconds up on James. James just half a second ahead of Art last time they crossed. Oh, careful up front, guys. Careful up front. Front chicane. That is clear. Yeah, 2:10 remaining. Oh. Drivers, we got 4 minutes down.
2 minutes left.
Ryan, Lucas, Julian, James, and Art, your top 5, followed by Roderick, Patrick, and John. 1:45 to go. Careful with that last double on the landing. That is now clear. All right, Julian going 14.3 that time by. 1:30 to go, 90 seconds left. Ryan Randall about 2 seconds, now 3 seconds up on Lucas. See, Lucas is 5.3 ahead of Julian. Julian clocks in 3.8 ahead of James. James 2.1 ahead of Art. 1:10 to go, drivers. Right now, it is looking like Ryan and Lucas in good position to make the A main event. Careful up front, guys.
1 minute
Keep it
left.
tight. That's clear. Just under a minute remains. Forty seconds remain. Let's see, closest battle on track actually going to be a battle for the lead, 2.5 seconds apart. Everyone else spaced out by at least 3 seconds. 20 seconds to go, drivers. Fifteen seconds remain. Time's about to expire. Ryan gets
Ryan
caught
and Randall
at the
done.
line,
AJ
assuring
Cardinale
him a
done.
spot in the A main
Lucas
event.
Sichigloski done. Patrick Brill done.
Battle to the finish here. Oh, James putting on its lead. Go wide on the
Julian
straight. Go
Taylor
wide,
done.
go wide.
John Millio done.
And
Roderick
that will
McLeod
be a
done.
race, drivers.
All drivers
Ryan
are
Randall
finished.
and Lucas Siglowski
James
making their
Colleggio
way
done.
to the A main event. Podium for this one going to be Julian, James, and Art.
The race is completed.
Rest order, Roderick, Patrick, and John. All right, folks, making our way to the A main event. This one is going to be George, Brian, Kevin, Nelson, Jeff,
George
Jordan,
Lynn.
Ryan, and Lucas.
Too Soon Jr., Jordan Rivera, Kevin Allen, Nelson B., Rice Cakes, Ryan R. Randall, Lucas Zachiglowski,
All right, folks, let's get our lineup set. It's going to be George on the 1 spot, Brian on the 2, Kevin 3, Nelson 4, Jeff 5, Jordan 6, Ryan 7, and Lucas 8. All right, grid is set. Sure, go ahead. All right, we're making this official here. Got professional grid man John Melio out there. All right, looking good. Drivers ready. We are going racing in less than 5. All right, George out front. Oh, George taking a flip, putting BG to the top spot. That's a 4-car lead breakaway so far. BG out front, George 2, followed by Kevin and Nelson. Second pack will be Jeff, Jordan, Ryan, and Lucas. 30 seconds in. Back straight, back straight. That is clearing up. Yeah, 40 seconds down, 5:20 to go. BG 3/10 ahead of George. Both these guys in the 13s that time by. So race leader's about 2 seconds up on Kevin. Kevin about 3 seconds up on Nelson. Nelson 1.6 ahead of Ryan.
5 minutes
Ryan
left.
1 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 1.9 ahead of Jeff. And Jeff just ahead of Jordan. All right, George Lynn now to the top spot. So George now half a second up on Brian. Brian 1.4 ahead of Kevin. Got a $120 down, 4:40 to go. Yeah, 130 down, 4:30 remaining. George, Brian, Kevin, Nelson, Ryan, your top 5, followed by Lucas, Jeff, and Jordan. Minute 40 in. Race leader making his way over the martini glass. Brian Gross just 1.1 back. Got Kevin 2.3 back of Brian. Nelson 2.8 back of Kevin. We got ourselves a battle here. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now Lucas just ahead of Jeff, Jordan, and Ryan. You guys got the leaders coming up though. 2 minutes down for just under 4 minutes to go. George with such precision on this lap here. 2:25 down, 3:35 left. George now 3.8 ahead of Brian. Brian 1.7 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 2.6 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 4.2 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 0.4 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 2.4 ahead of Ryan. Ryan 0.3 ahead of Jordan. Got 3:15 remaining. Leader's going to be the orange car. Second place is going to be yellow, orange, blue, and white. Third place is going to be the yellow and white. Got 3:05 to go, drivers.
3 minutes left.
George, Brian, Kevin, Nelson, Lucas, Jeff, Jordan, and Ryan, your full order. Got 2:45 remaining. $3.25 down, $2.35 remaining. $2.20 to go. This time by George 3.5 ahead of Brian. Brian is 2.9 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 2 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 6.9 ahead of Jeff. Jeff 0.5 ahead of Lucas. Lucas 2.9 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 0.9 ahead of Ryan. What's this battle right now is going to be Jeff and Lucas. That's
2
blue and
minutes
white
left.
versus purple lilac. Oh, BG a little off trajectory there. It will get corrected. 1:50 to go. Leader down to back straight. Second place over the last roller. 1:40 to go. "90 seconds remain, drivers." The leaders are making their way through traffic. Orange and white's your leaders. Second place is going to be the white, blue, orange, yellow. Third place is going to be highlighter yellow and white. And we got fourth place starting to close in. Nelson B closing in on Kevin Allen. So this time by the line, that gap is 1.1.
1 minute left.
5 down, 1 to go. George now 8 seconds up on BG. BG 1.7 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 1 second ahead of Nelson. And Nelson last time by 7.7 ahead of Jeff. This time around it's 7.8. 35 seconds left. $30 seconds remain. 25 seconds to go. Oh, a little pile up here at the last double. Got 8 seconds to go, drivers.
Too soon, Junior done.
Oh, Jeff getting caught at the line. When you guys
Rice
cross, you
cakes
will
done.
be done as well.
Kevin Allen done. George Lynn done. Lucas Sichiglowski done. Nelson B
And
done.
that will be a race,
Jordan
drivers.
Rivera done.
George Lynn with the
All
W
drivers are
tonight.
finished.
BG in the 2,
Ryan
Kevin
R.
3,
Randall done.
followed by Nelson, Jeff, Lucas, Jordan, and Ryan. All right, we got one
race
more
is
race to
completed.
go, one more race left. That is going to be our truck main event. This one's going to be Jordan, Brian, Andrew, Patrick, Ryan, James, and Julian.
James Colicchio. Andrew Newell. Patrick Brill. Jordan Rivera.
Careful on the left, guys. Last double
Julian
double on
Taylor.
the landing.
Ryan R. Randall. Rice Cakes.
All right, I got everybody checked in. Got my marshals out here for the most part. Maybe I can use one in front of the driver's stand. Okay, cool. We got it covered. All right, guys, the lineup for this one. Gonna be Jordan 1, Brian 2, Andrew 3, Patrick 4, Ryan 5, James 6, Julian 7. All right, folks, grid is mediocre. Better, much better. All right, folks, we're going racing here. Best of luck, less than 5. Here we go. Jordan Rivera leading him off. BG all over the tailgate. No on the 3. Taylor already up to the 4. And he is harassing Noel down the back straight. Ooh, riding a bicycle. Out front, Jordan Rivera just ahead of BG. BG eating a dot. Not as tasty as they look. They taste like pennies. 35 seconds in, 5:25 to go. 45 seconds down. We got Jordan across the line. 1.6 ahead of BG. BG 1 second ahead of Andrew. Andrew 2.6 ahead of Julian. Julian 0.7 ahead of James. James 2 ahead of Patrick. And Patrick 2.3 ahead of Ryan.
5 minutes left.
5 minutes to go. Rivera out front, just 1 second ahead of Brian. 1:15 in, 4:45 remains. Rivera ahead of Gross by 1.4. Minute 29 down, 4:31 to go. Rivera 8/10 up on Gross this time around. Gross 4 ahead of Noel. Noel 0.3 ahead of Taylor. Taylor 5.4 ahead of Colicchio. Yeah, 4:10 remaining drivers. Fast lap. Brian Gross going 14.3. Careful, first double. All clear. Looks like Taylor now to the 3 spot.
4 minutes left.
2 down, 4 to go. Jordan, Brian, Julian, Andrew, James, Patrick, and Ryan. Your full running order here. 3:45 to go. $2.25 down, 3:35 left. Jordan 0.8 ahead of Brian. Brian 5.9 ahead of Julian. Julian 0.6 ahead of Andrew. Andrew 9.4 ahead of James. James 1.6 ahead of Patrick. Patrick 6 ahead of Ryan. Got 3:15 remaining. Closest battle out there going to be Julian versus Andrew. Although we got Jordan just half a second up on BG last pass. This time around,
3 minutes
0.6
left.
is the gap. BG turning that 0.6 into 6 inches. We got 2:50 to go, drivers. Down the back straight they go. .5 the gap between Jordan and Brian at the line, but it looks a lot closer than that through the infield. .6 now the gap between those two drivers. We got 2:25 to go. And it looks like Taylor is building a gap on Noel. It is up to 2.1 seconds. Careful getting onto the back straight, guys. Careful getting onto the back straight. So Jordan has still half a second up on Brian. Brian looking at the wrong graphic. Back straight.
2 minutes left.
That's clear. So we got Jordan just ahead of Brian. This time by the stripe, Brian 3.1 ahead of Julian. Oh. Ooh, you okay, George? Yeah, a minute 40 to go, drivers. Jordan 0.3 ahead of Brian. Brian 0.5 ahead of Julian. So Julian making a charge here. Catching up to the leaders. Got Patrick stuck in a leader sandwich there. Good teamwork. Minute 25 to go. Careful on the left. Minute 15 to go. Top 3 trucks doing battle here. Down the back straight they go. Minute 10 remaining. Jordan 0.2 ahead of Brian. Brian 0.3 ahead of Julian. Through the front chicane. Over the rollers.
1 minute left.
They're getting super close here. Got 55 seconds on the clock. Looks like Taylor falling back just a bit, but we still have time. Still got time. Oh, Taylor's truck's looking slow. Might have lost a sensor wire or something. 35 seconds remain. That is going to put Noel back to the 3 spot. Down the back straight our leaders go. 25 seconds left. Oh, Jordan gets it wrong. Big pile up here. BG escaping with the lead, but not very far ahead. 10 seconds left, drivers. They'll get by for one more lap. Through the chicane, around the martini glass. Oh, go Brian, go.
Andrew Wool done. James Colicchio done.
Oh, BG getting it wrong on the last jump. That is going to give it
Rivera
back
done.
to Jordan
Ryan
Rabara.
Randall done. Patrick
Oh,
Brill
what a
done.
race though, guys.
All drivers are
Jordan
finished.
getting that just ahead of Brian
Bryce Cakes
and
done.
Andrew on the podium with them. The rest of the order will be Patrick, James, Ryan, and Julian. Good racing, guys. Thank you all for coming out. We're going to do it again Friday, guys. Our Halloween series continues. And we got our Halloween race this Sunday, everybody. Halloween Havoc coming to NorCal Hobbies this Sunday. All right, thank you all for coming out. Hope to see you all again soon. Good night.